Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Mr. Thaxton here. I hope all of you had a great Monday and that you are ready to get started on your assignments for today. So, looking at your classroom, today it's Tuesday, of course. You're watching a recorded lesson. Then you have your assignment. Your assignment today is simple, where you are just completing the quote of the week. How many of you thought yesterday that Mr. Thaxton forgot the quote of the week? Well, if you did, you're right. I didn't quite forget, but I did know that I wasn't going to do it on Monday and that I was going to do it today. So I'm glad you were thinking of it. So the quote of the week this week is a good one as well. No one is perfect. That's why pencils have erasers. So I'll read that one more time. No one is perfect. That's why pencils have erasers. Have you ever had, you were doing an assignment or writing or drawing, and you were like, I can't start until I have a pencil. I know I'm going to make a mistake because I'm not perfect. I need a pencil so I can erase. I do that all the time. All the time I'm like, okay, I need a pencil to do this, and then I can go back over it with pen after I have it down exactly how I want. So, what you're going to do, just like last week, is you're going to tell me what the meaning is of this quote is to you. You're then going to tell me if you agree with this quote, and then you're going to tell me how does it relate to you in your world. So maybe give a story of how the quote is pertains to you. So that's a pretty easy assignment for today. And I look forward to seeing your answers. I was very happy with your responses last week. Y'all did a great job with that quote. The other thing that we did was yesterday, you were to watch the Silk Road video. So if you haven't watched the Silk Road video, pause the video right now, and then unpause me when after you watched it. The Silk Road was a very important trading route for European countries to China and Asia and even parts of Africa. You think back to these days that there were no airplanes, there was no power, so everything was done by ships that were that sails, so they were wind power, or by horse, or sometimes they walked. So it took a long time, even by boat, for them to reach different places. There were no trains, there was no planes, and like the video said, there's no internet, there was no way, phones, no way for you to communicate that way. So it was a long road, but it was an important road because places in Europe wanted to trade with China. Places in China wanted to trade with Europe. And all these places in between, were very important along the road. It was dangerous at times. It was very harsh conditions because you have the mountain range right here. You have desert area right here. And it was just a very tough journey. So a lot of times when they were traveling, they had to have army or soldiers with them to protect the goods that they were trading. For example, China had a lot of silk. Silk is obviously because the Silk Road. Silk was something that Europeans wanted. They wanted it because it was worth a lot of money, to the point where they were getting so much silk from China that there wasn't enough gold in Europe to help offset the cost. So that was something that was very interesting. Next thing was, sorry about that, my phone was ringing. Next thing was that they sometimes would, like I said, travel by sea. So they would go in the Mediterranean Sea, and then they would get back here in the waterway. So anywhere that's red was, of course, by land, and anywhere that was blue was by sea. And so it became kind of like a game. Countries in Europe were trying to find ways to travel faster, to be able to trade more, and to trade more things. So they wanted trading was a way to show power of a country. And so it was these countries over here in Europe that started to think, how can the Silk Road has been great, but how can we get to China and India faster than someone else? Well, this is what led to the expedition or exploration time period. So people were trying to explore new ways to travel to reach China and India. Well, we all know the story of Christopher Columbus. When he was sailing westward on the Atlantic Ocean, he didn't think he was going to hit America. He thought he was going to reach the Indies, which is right here, or China. So it was a surprise to many of these explorers when they when they went on these explorations. And they were very surprised when that happened. But let me pull up a world map real fast. I should have had one already up. So the world map you see right here. Oh, there we go. So Spain, Portugal, England, France, Italy, all these were sending explorers westward. Well, they didn't know anything was right here. So they thought at the time that a lot of them believed that the earth was flat. We all know that it was round. So have you ever been to a beach or an ocean and you look out at the shore and you look out onto the sea? It looks like it goes on forever and then it just drops off. Well, that's what they believed it was. They thought if they went too far, they would eventually drop off the world. So not only was it a challenge for them to just be on the exploring, but it was just scary because a lot of people thought the world was flat. It was for the people that thought the world was not flat and that they wouldn't fall off the world, that they were brave enough to travel even farther westward. But remember, they weren't trying to get to the United States. They didn't even know it was there. It's kind of like when you're driving and then all of a sudden you hit a speed bump. That's what happened, and you weren't sure about it. So Columbus and these explorers were they hit this land. They landed right here in the Caribbean, I'm sorry. And they discovered this new land. So anyways, I just wanted to give you a quick overview of the Silk Road. I know it was very broad at the time. We'll get more into it tomorrow. But the Silk Road was important for them to travel. And it was because of the Silk Road and because of trading that countries began to explore westward, which led to the exploration of North America and South America. So that's it for today. Y'all have a great day, and I will see you guys on Wednesday.